Gung-ho reaction, a topic taboo. Hey there, kids, it's Folie. Hey, homies, real quick. The first part, about the first 5 minutes of this episode, is a little bit rough as far as sound goes. I have never really worked with sound with 3 people, and I kind of got things confused, but I get it figured out pretty quickly, so bear with us or skip forward 5 minutes if you're a big fat jerk. I'm sorry, you're not fat and you're not a jerk. I love you. Bye. Did any of that look silent to you? Does that look silent?
I waited till the 6-second mark.
Well, but somebody ruined the 6 seconds anyway.
Honestly, I'm starting to regret this choice.
Do you have a peak?
Who are you?
Who? What?
Who is this?
What is that voice?
What is happening here? Do I have a peak what?
Do you have
peak
like
time where I'm
peak
my
where
happiest?
like when it hits red, that's too loud on Audacity?
Listen, I don't like to get too technical into things. And
You've been floating along just fine, I suppose.
yeah, I mean, I know what the word peak means, and I know that when we talk, a lot of times it hits that peak, but
I think our listeners enjoy it.
mhm.
I mean,
Also, I don't know how to fix it.
okay.
Well, I don't want to get too technical.
Do you know these things?
Well, I know that when you hit peak,
It hurts people's ears really badly.
and it starts distorting.
Mhm.
And that's why I laugh.
It's like overexposing or underexposing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like white, blowout white.
yeah.
But I'm not seeing a lot of red.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Whoa.
Well, it is there.
That
Whoa.
It's because we had to switch mics, and now everything is crazy. Let's go ahead and say, welcome. I am the effervescent Melody.
I am the constantly...
Condescending. No, that's a mean word.
No, but it is a
No,
little bit true. I
it's
can be
not, Amy, it's
condescending,
not.
not intentionally. It's just my intellect.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Amy, that's my name.
Mm-hmm, Amy. And we're Folie Deux. But today,
We are, I would say it's a folie de trois because
which is an actual thing,
it is a thing.
the 3 of us could go crazy
hmm
all together now.
I mean, I kind of feel like we're almost there.
I think we're past it.
It's been a long, interesting, exciting day.
Yeah. So who are you? Why are you in our room?
Typically, when I'm on a show, I'm introduced, but I'll just do that.
Yeah, this is our first,
Listen,
Time.
we don't do things fancy.
and I'm going
here.
to tell you, after this person says who he is, I'm going to tell you something really weird about him.
Okay. I don't have a name then.
You get
No,
to
I want to
say...
hear what that is.
Okay.
So, I'm Nathan Duncan. I can never say my name right.
I can't say my name right either.
What?
Yes,
No, it's the Duncan part. I want to say Duncan.
mine is the melody part.
You can't say melody?
It's so hard for me.
We're actually doing a podcast right now.
We're doing a podcast, and here's the weird thing about Nathan Duncan. Duncan practice at home, okay?
Wait, how do you say it again?
I don't know.
Duncan.
But I usually say Nathan Duncan.
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 It depends
Duncan
on how
poop.
loud.
Do you? Yeah.
Melody.
Do you prefer
And
Nate or
Melody.
Nathan
See,
or Nathaniel?
Nathaniel's fun.
Yeah, I like Nathaniel.
But it's Nathan, yeah. So Nate, I'm not a Nate. Like, people know me, would never call me a Nate.
Okay.
I find Nathan to be the sweet spot. I'm not a huge fan of Nate or Nathaniel.
I am not a huge fan of Nate or Nathan as a person. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
Interview's over.
When the mics are on, honesty comes out.
So,
And here's... Oh, go
yeah,
on.
I was going to... We're on the same page.
Oh, we're on the
I know
same-
what you're saying.
Here's the thing about Nathan is that he has not only never listened to Folie Deux, he has never listened to a single podcast.
Not nary a one. Could you turn your phone off? Do you know
Good
nothing about podcasts?
Lord.
I know this was a test.
In his long, full life,
Apparently not, because listen up. Amy's about to drop some news.
he has never listened to a single podcast.
No.
Ever. And we thought it would be unprecedented and groundbreaking
If
we made him
Come to
Melody Studio.
and listen to his first podcast via way of recording it.
Yes. So the
I
first
didn't need to
podcast,
say.
guys, listen. The first podcast he's ever going to hear is going to be the one where he was a guest for the first time.
When I woke up this morning, I would have never thought.
No,
No.
he just thought he was going to have to deal with us for a few hours. So we were saying,
What were we saying?
we were talking about our first guest, our first
My
real
first-
guest.
Nathaniel.
First time guest. No, you've had guests before, haven't you?
Nope.
No, we've had Collins.
Oh, you had a flake.
We've
A
had
ghost, as you call
Collins.
them.
We
Yeah.
had one flake. We had who's probably like living in the mountains right
Who
now.
even knows what's happened to him?
That was the most
was
bizarre
his name?
situation. Let's just call him
Derpy Drip?
Derpy.
Was that it?
Snap. It was close enough. Yeah.
Okay.
He literally skipped town to not be on Folie. I don't
Wow.
know if
No,
that's
no,
why.
no, no.
He
He
changed
didn't
his whole
skip
life.
town. He found a Tinder date.
Yes.
And he watched
yes.
Game of Thrones. He binge watched Game of Thrones
all weekend.
all weekend long. And instead of just saying, hey, can't be there, can't do it,
He just
he
like
just did not answer us at
yeah,
all.
like
So,
someone sans balls.
How
I
would
mean-
you brand him? Like, was he interesting, like artist person, or was
Okay,
he like
so
a-
this person came. I mean, we can talk about it, right?
Yeah, he's a hiker.
He was a hiker. He was all, I want to hike all over the world and live
did
out
the
of my car,
Pacific
which was I
Northwest-
actually thought was really
Right?
cool.
Pacific
Yeah, the
Northwest Trail.
PCT,
PCT. And
Pacific Crest Trail, and it's I've always wanted to do it myself.
yeah,
So I was looking forward to talking to him.
Mm.
I was interested in a holy shit, people do this kind of way.
Mhm.
Like he had just finished it, and then he was like, got rid of everything, was living in his car so that he could save all of his money to do it.
And
I
people
thought that
who
was,
do
like-
it, it gets into their body.
Mhm.
Like they have to. They just want to get back out on the trail.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I listened to podcasts about hiking constantly. That was sort of enough for me.
Yeah. I think that'd do it.
It's like vicarious will do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I really do like modern conveniences. I mean, after
Yeah.
a month.
I
Well,
mean, a month? Come on.
This is why
2 days.
I'm saying, like, to have a camper. is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
camper
Because
would be
that's
great.
it's
true.
like you can go to the Sequoias, take it in for a week or two, whatever your vacation schedule allows, and come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I want tweezers. I really want tweezers.
I want an actual bathroom.
Yeah, me too. And
A camper has all those things.
I'm not afraid to say it. I want to shave my legs. I'm sorry.
I'm like on that, but I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I love the feel of my legs on the sheets, but
Mhm.
also,
It's a week.
It's
Yeah.
a week. If it's a week, but if it's 3 months,
yeah.
I mean, they're not going to know who's Amy and who's a strange little mountain bear.
A woodland creature.
I love it.
What other kind of bears are
So,
there?
was there no phones? Is that the rule?
Oh, well, you know what? I'm the boss, so I'm the
she
boss
makes the
number 2.
rules just so she can break the rules.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's like, I'll just bend this way.
I had it out because I have some questions for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we're actually going to interview in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We came up with some amazing
4
questions.
amazing questions.
4, because he's going to need to we're going to need to have follow-ups and sort of two-parters, and
Yeah.
let's just start.
Let's just start. So we already established that your name is Eugene, and
That's
that
his middle name.
you're a fiber optics technician. No.
That is a perfect name for that job.
Yeah, I love the name Eugene so much. I call everybody
Eugene!
something Eugene. Amy Eugene. You're Nathaniel Eugene.
What is your
If
real
you
middle
get-
name?
You know, I can test
Okay.
you to see if you can guess it.
Oh, I want to do that.
I mean,
But
for
you
some
remember
reason,
where you are on that thing, right?
I was haven't asked any yet.
Okay.
she was at ranting about why she calls everyone Eugene.
Well, it starts with a P.
Paul.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I also
I've
think
had one person guess Pierre, which
I was going to
Yeah.
say Peter.
Pierre is silly. Peter, I could.
Pierre's silly, but it's really
I
cute.
like Pierre.
Nathaniel Pierre.
Remember when I convinced
changing
you
my name.
that my middle name was Raoul?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I'm very gullible sometimes.
Wait, you said what?
I convinced her that my middle name was Raoul. I didn't
Oh.
think she was going to believe me, but she sure did. And she sure tried to control her facial expression.
And I didn't do it well. Because that's another thing about me. Our listener knows, and Amy knows that
One and the same.
I have no poker face at all. Like if something smells bad, you know it from my face first. If I am disgusted with something that you said, you know it.
It can be
I'm
scary.
happy, you know it. Yeah, and I have color changing eyes that also tell my mood. Like
When
a
she's
mood ring.
angry, yeah, you have mood
I was
eyes.
so obsessed with mood rings as a child too. I think I
It's because of your eyes.
made this happen to myself.
I wish
What
I
color
had
are they
that.
normally?
They're blue.
Okay, because it looks
ish
blue right now.
greenish. But then they turn like crystal blue,
Mhm.
like almost clear when I'm really mad.
And they turn greenish when you're being mischievous, I feel.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that went well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're nearsighted? No, wait, hold on. You're farsighted. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell.
How can you tell?
The lenses?
Because my eyes cross like this.
No.
I'm trying to look at you.
You have the more modern, I guess, whatever they do to lenses now. But usually, well, in the old days, people who are farsighted, the worse off farsighted they were, the bigger their eyes were.
Yes.
Is like magnifying glasses.
See my son's.
Oh,
glasses.
he's
They make
farsighted.
him look like Mr. Magoo. It's the cutest
It's
thing.
the cutest thing ever.
And then when he takes his glasses off, his eyes cross because
Oh, really?
they're so strong that he's so used to having them on that he's just like,
It's
Can
adorable.
Can
Trying to
I
get
can I
used to it
look
for a
through
while.
those?
yeah, for sure. What are you?
I'm nearsighted.
Oh, I
Okay.
need a picture.
Oh, let's switch glasses.
Okay. Now see, this looks.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up. It looks like my vision's worse than
Yeah,
it is.
that's-
Did you already do me?
Uh-huh.
Did you do me?
I did you guys together. That's why we call it folie à trois.
Now, when I look close up, it looks fine.
Did you finish?
Yes. Yeah, I hope we all did.
Well, that felt great on my face.
Oh, my eye. Listen, it is one of the great tragedies of my life that I have such good vision.
It really is. I feel so bad for you, Amy. It is a horrible thing.
It is. Check
I-
your glasses privilege.
I know. We talked about this week.
I'm actually thankful that if I had to be one, that I'm nearsighted because I do a lot of like very intricate little finger work, and I just take my glasses off, and it's like wearing magnifying glasses. But farsighted, I
It's
imagine
rough.
things close up would be difficult.
As I'm getting slightly less youthful in
Getting
my age, not so much in my attitude, I'm finding that it's harder to like get my eyebrows to look really good anymore because
What if you stood further from the mirror?
then it's really bad
Oh,
because I need to get up
Ooh, yeah.
close and then I'm not, it's just a battle. I feel like I need to have my glasses on when I'm doing it, but then I look like that and then it's
Right.
pointless to do
what about
it.
contacts?
I hate contact.
I hate contacts too. I had to wear one for a while.
I can't. After about 8
Huh?
hours, they get too itchy and dry. And
Yeah, after about 8 minutes for me,
But
that happens.
you could wear them to do your brows.
You
could do
just
that.
brow contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's just touching my eye. It's disturbing. It
The
feels
first time
so
I put
wrong.
one in, it took like 45 minutes.
Yes, I remember that too.
But now I can do that.
Do you do that? Do you rock the contacts?
I just decided that I was too lazy to do that.
Yeah,
I don't want to mess with it.
I hear you.
Besides, glasses are
But I
awesome,
don't
and you guys should
want
be
glasses.
happy.
If I'm photographed, I don't want my glasses on.
Yeah, because it's very hard to.
Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, actually, I do. In some picture. Actually, I think most of my. I feel like I find myself taking pictures of myself without my glasses a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I never even noticed. Your glasses are so much a part of you that, like,
No, I feel really weird when I
Yeah.
don't have them on.
Didn't you do something with the Pac-Man dress the other day?
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun video. I don't know if I
Oh,
clicked
yeah.
like or not because I usually don't like a lot of things.
I'm gonna go
that
back and I'm gonna
actually
check
do like.
and see if you did, and if you didn't,
you
I'm
need
gonna
to do it
have to
now.
ask
Well-
you to go ahead and do it.
I may have commented instead of liked because I do likes on the Instagram, so I can refer back to see what I liked for like my photography.
Oh, is that what you want? Is that what you do, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I play.
Oh.
I play a little.
Photography, eh?
Tell us about it.
Well, you were there.
What? I don't remember that.
That has escaped my
Okay,
memory.
here's a bad thing about me. I say it's bad. Maybe some people like it.
I'm going to have to just bring it in a little bit.
When someone asks me a question,
Okay.
I will give them the answer, but I'll go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually long.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's okay with you.
Is it okay? This is the main question. Is it okay if we interrupt you? We don't do that as like real life people, but as our podcast,
We're big interrupters.
we're big interrupters. We get excited.
Yeah. If you want to like interject, or what's that one word I like? That word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know how in old novels they say ejaculate all the time?
No. No, I don't.
They do.
What kind of novels?
For people who are just like have an outburst of speech.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be like, Mr. Robinson ejaculated when
Mm-hmm.
Lady Craven was telling her story. No.
That was some story. Let me tell you.
I'm pretty sure that if
Hey, turn your head when you laugh. I saw right up there.
we need you in here just in the corner to tell us these things.
We need a higher
Stage manager?
Yeah, we do.
Well, I was always visually geared growing up. And so I started drawing from a young age. And I always played
Turn
with...
your head and cough. Sorry.
Oh, what the audience can't see.
Do go on.
I drew a lot of pictures and was always in art. And then I played with cameras and video cameras in my teens. And then in my later teens, I took photography in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was that better?
Perfect.
This was back in the film days. Digital was a baby. And, I did that for several months, maybe a year. Then I gave up on it because I...
Hold the phone. Mm-hmm. Are you holding it? Thank you.
Literally, he's holding the phone.
You said in high school, digital was still a baby. When did you graduate?
That was 1993.
What?
What?
I don't remember digital being a baby then. I felt like I didn't even know what digital was in high school.
I really didn't know what it was because I didn't ever try to find out. But, years later, I've looked back and I'm a big Wikipedia person.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, it was encyclopedias.
Which were so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Which with Wikipedia, you can click the hyperlink without pulling out a different book at the shelf.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
So how did that? Oh yeah, I just research history, this and that and the other, and so that's how I found out digital truly has been mid to late 70s, but consumer level was more so late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Before it hit mainstream, very early 2000s. So yeah, 93.
Mm-hmm.
So 92 and 3, I played with Pentax K1000s and developed black and white. And after high school, I just kind of left that and I played with video for a while. And I was too busy skating, and then I joined the military, and then I did a whole bunch of different stuff. I traveled around the world and all this stuff like this, and started a family. Then, life happens in college, and then anyway, 2012 comes along, and my mom is she worked for a magazine and a newspaper doing photography, and she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey," she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I need to get back into art because I used to sculpt and oil paint and airbrush and a whole bunch of different, and stipple and a whole bunch of different stuff like that." So, but I didn't want to be stuck in a studio, so I didn't know what direction to take. I'm like, well, photography, I can totally be mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to her about it, and I was saying I gotta reintroduce myself back into that, and talking about cameras, and she's like, well, I'll just give you my old digital DSLR Canon. And I'm like, no one shoots digital. Now, mind you, this is 2012. And
Perfect.
and I'm like, that's okay. I appreciate it. But so she gave me this. She gave it to me anyway, and 8 megapixel.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no way digital can take good pictures, because all I knew at that point were point and shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And phone photography. I hate saying those words together. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
Anyway, keep on doing this.
Do you ever take photos on your phone?
Just if I had to remember something, like, oh yeah, I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Or like, see a dead body or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You would definitely have to.
He's one of us.
So yeah, it sat on the shelf for months, and I pulled it down one day and I'm like, okay, what is this crap? It looks like a real camera. I was amazed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the screen on the back was like the size of a stamp.
Meep.
But can you say that nowadays?
I don't think so.
You're not allowed to, but we can meep it.
Okay.
Also,
Ooh,
we're
I
not
wanna be-
personally offended.
I want to be meeped or beeped.
That's a thing on this podcast.
Sometimes we say
Meep.
and sometimes we say
Did you notice that last week I accidentally, Mom, I needed to say this. This was my little housekeeping from
Mhm.
before. Mama, I said the F word, and I know I don't say that.
She didn't
Ever.
really. I said it in her
She
voice.
said it in my voice. She's been learning how to.
I throw my
she's
voice.
into
I don't like
Oh, really?
I don't like the dolls, but I do like the voice effects.
Yeah, so
and I
she's
do
been-
like to mimic people.
She's gotten really good at doing that with me, and I forgot to meep her voice sounding like me saying the F word, Mama.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
So-
I meeped, I think, like heck and shit, and I completely
You meeped heck.
looked past my.
Did you ever
F.
watch Battlestar Galactica from like 2002 or something?
I
I was always told I should watch it.
Yeah,
I never
same.
did.
It got me so hooked, and I couldn't, like, hours went by watching. Anyway, I didn't know about it until, like, I always find out, because I don't watch TV. I haven't had cable since like 2000.
Do you have Netflix?
Well, I like doing things like in the garage or out in the world. So whenever I do get hooked on something, it is Netflix. It's
Mhm.
after the fact. The show's long over with. And the Shong is just starting.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's happening.
And so yeah, I got hooked on that show. You can't look at me now.
She has a thing when people say words wrong.
I'm almost fine.
Oh, it's like bad or good.
It's just that she loses control. She just gets so
long. Sorry.
she gets tickled.
Like, I hate it when my sentences don't end like the potato.
And like a potato?
End like they're supposed to, but I said
Oh.
potato to emphasize. Anyways, so I pulled this camera down, and I was amazed. So that got me in going, and for a year or two, I shot a bunch of different material that I just couldn't get into. Then I talked to a friend of mine, and I'm like, hey, I want you to pose for me, and I want to try shooting people. Well, that got me going.
Mhm.
And like ever since then, I guess maybe 5 years now, I've just done like experimental and fashion.
It's a very long time.
It is
It
such
is.
a long time.
It's so long.
So, yeah, I love that you do fashion.
I do too. That's right. That's what I studied before I switched to English. Was fashion. I spent all my time drawing and designing
Like in college?
clothes.
Okay.
I started off in apparel studies. I was going to be a fashion designer, and then I realized that I would end up working retail, and so I started writing.
Anything in the
instead.
creative industries, it's like you always hear a band is so good, but no one ever gets signed. You have to be like 1 in a million.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Anything in the creative world. I
Yeah.
don't
Yep.
care if it's garments or clothes and painting or music. It's acting, whatever.
But I
Yeah,
miss it though. I mean, I was just thinking today.
That's why I do what I do for
Yeah.
fun. Like,
Exactly.
Very rarely do I ever get paid. I
All
get
my
paid when I
favorite
do like
things.
family stuff. But
Yeah.
it's, to me, it steals pieces of me.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
We've been talking about that. Mel and I have been talking about that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, no offense at all to anybody who I've ever taken photos of, families, seniors. I love seniors because it's kind of it gives me that little taste of
They bring their own
fashion.
quirks to
There's
it. And
Yeah.
creativity's there, and they're more pliable as far as like subject matter, environment.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But it is so. I definitely have forgotten to shoot the stuff that I really love. That makes me that lights that fire with me, and that makes me sad. So, but today it was really exciting. It was so much fun to just be like a little grip on the side.
Mhm.
You know,
you were the cutest little grip ever.
it was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I was like, oh, I remember doing this stuff and having so much fun doing it.
And I remember just putting on crazy outfits and just like mixing stuff together just to see what worked.
But you still do that.
I know, but I got to do like 5 in one day.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
all for the photo shoot. Some of it was this morning.
And right now, you went through my closet.
Yeah, that too. This is the best sweater. I'm not giving it back.
You better give it back.
What?
So, want to hear something funny? Talking about color and lights and the way your eyes see things. When I was about, well, I would say not a certain age, but up to perhaps 9 or 10,
Mm-hmm.
I would always see like a black and white movie was on TV. And obviously, the time in which it was filmed, it was a long time ago. 50s and older. So I thought the world was in black and white. It makes sense.
Yeah.
If you see documentation of an era and everything that and prior looks a certain way, and everything after that and newer looks a certain way, like
So the
colors
world
or
was
lack of color.
pre-color at that time? That's how you saw it?
Everything in the world was black and white. Old
Wait.
photos, old movies, everything in real life was black and white. And then at some point, we
Color.
discovered color and made everything color.
I love that
I do
so much.
too.
That is the best.
It would be my son's nightmare. He hates black and white.
It creeps him out? Or
No,
he just
he
doesn't-
says it doesn't scare him or anything. He just, ever since he was a baby,
I think you
old
told
enough
me
to
this.
be able to express it, he was like, no, don't. Anything that I put on that was black and white, he was like, no, turn that off. I hate, and he always called it silver. I hate watching the silver
Wow.
movies. And
I like
he's
how he came
still-
up with that term.
Yeah.
Still to this day, he
Silver
doesn't like it.
screen.
Yeah. But we watched The Mist together.
Yeah.
And it didn't bother
He was
him.
cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was
Maybe
so
he's growing
crisp.
out of it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
ever seen The
maybe that
Mist?
is. Maybe it was just the time that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And he
Maybe it
held
just
on to it.
feels,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, there are certain, eras that I don't know why, but they make me feel suffocated and claustrophobic
I get
when I
that.
see them on
Which?
film. I want to say and it's not that I hate everything 70s. I like a lot of 70s stuff. But for some reason when I see those old movies, I just feel weird.
Do you like grindhouse films?
I don't know that I've ever watched one.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, maybe you need to come to our movie nights.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll have a Grindhouse month.
Yeah.
But I love old Hitchcock movies,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Do you like the birds?
I love the birds.
Grindhouse is what you would call B grade.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
Which I like.
um,
Oh, yeah.
Tarantino did several Grindhouse films.
Yeah.
Like Death Proof. Have you seen any of these? I forgot the names of some of them. But it's real campy, bad editing. The lighting's bad. The film is very grainy. There's a lot of blood and guts. It's just like the high school punks put it together.
Yeah.
The 70s were...
I don't know. I'd have to find old cartoons that are a little bit on the psychotic side. It's like I like them, but I also feel almost queasy when I watch them.
Like Ren and Stimpy?
No, more
Or
like
Courage?
like the
Merry Melody is kind of
like the old Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yeah, that
Oh.
kind of stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I love those so much.
I know they're so good, but they're so creepy
They're
too.
so creepy.
See,
and they're
creepy or
so
saying creepy?
frenetic and
You're saying creepy.
yeah, creepy.
You like your typical Bugs Bunny, like rabbit season, duck season, like those?
Like the old, like there's one with an old opera singing whale. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And just, they have like these weird like woodland creatures that sing things and
See, that I love that stuff.
it's so weird.
Did you not like Alice in Wonderland?
I liked Alice in Wonderland. I see. The thing is, I like a lot of this stuff,
It
but
just
it also
gives you a weird
bothers
feeling.
me.
Yeah.
Unlike Muppets.
I don't get bothered. I think you do like Muppets.
I hate Muppets.
She's very not okay.
I'm not ever going to be okay
See,
with
I
them.
think I've subjected myself to so many different things that nothing really gets me.
Nothing.
That's. I mean, I've gotten
Nothing.
more that way.
Nothing.
Let's find a way.
Nothing.
We should ask him the question.
Let's ask him. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah. So Eugene,
Did you hear what he did?
What did he do?
He said nothing. The labyrinth, baby.
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
That's my favorite.
That's
of
her
all
obsession.
in the whole wide world.
And also, I love it, and it bothers me.
Yep, at the same time.
Yeah. The Wild Gang, is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm. What you doing?
They
walking around
take
with
their
a
heads
head like that?
off?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So
So you like Dark Crystal?
do you see that they're doing?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What do you have an irrational fear on the topic of Muppets?
That's why I thought of this, because he said nothing scares him.
Nothing gets to me. Like, I'm not appalled or like, I can't believe that happened, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I know
I'm
what
just
you're
like-
saying.
Like you wouldn't freak out if you saw a dead body.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
either.
like an observer. Like,
Yeah, I would.
you know, I could take this in.
You just looked at. Yeah, you would.
No, I haven't seen a fresh kill.
Oh, a
What do
fresh
you mean?
kill.
Well, I've been to like funerals.
Oh, okay. Dang
I
it.
guess the word kill.
I was like thinking,
We're like, huh?
riding your bike. I always daydream about riding my bike when I'm on my bike, and
That's when you're
coming
gonna find a
across
body?
one in a ditch. Yeah, and I don't want it to happen, like because I don't want that person to
But then you
have been
kind
dead.
of want it to
I
happen.
kind of want it to happen.
Okay, irrational fears.
Okay.
We didn't give him any time to prepare.
Man, no, which is fine. I was in like theater and debate and all that stuff, so
So he doesn't need
put me
it.
on the stage.
You have to put your thing a little bit closer to your mouth. I almost said my mouth.
Okay,
Go on.
all right then. Irrational fears. Maybe I double check things like the stove.
Oh, like
lights.
OCD stuff.
Is it like a double check or triple quad check?
It's double, maybe 2.5. But
2.5.
The
so
half
that
is
was
like I walk
a glance,
there and I'm like, nah, it's
and
good.
you're like, no.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you this. My roommate, you met him, Josh. Our butler, he likes to check the cars. I hear at night, every night while I'm laying in my bed, beep, 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 beep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something else that I don't like is when I hear people clipping their nails
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't
rough.
like that either.
and I can't see it.
You know
Yeah.
what I hate?
You know it's flinging around the room.
You know it is, and you're going to step on it later. I hate it when people lick their fingers.
Oh!
But here's the thing that Vu pointed out to me, though.
It makes the sound.
I hate it so much, but he said to me, babe, you do it.
Mm,
And then one night,
that stabbed you, I bet.
he caught
Kill
me.
you, and he
He called me on it. And I said, okay,
Everybody does it. But
I do it, but I still don't want anyone else to do
That's
it.
the thing is, I have my mouth crunchy thing that I don't like, and I
What
will
describe this?
like. I just don't like hearing people chew food. Freaks me out. But I know,
Misophonia.
yes, misophonia, and I am very self-conscious about when I eat too. I'm like, oh my god, people can hear it, and often like Josh will be like, I can't hear it, and even if I could, it doesn't matter. So you don't have to freak out about it. But I don't. It still freaks me out.
Okay, so fingernails on a chalkboard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything?
I would rather listen to that for hours than watch somebody lick their fingers.
What about you?
Pretty much the same.
Especially
I have
when they
a
do it
story.
fast. I'm not going to demonstrate.
I used to work at Buffalo Wild Wings bartending,
And
and
So when people say finger looking good, you're like,
I'm like,
disgusting.
no.
go meep yourself.
Yeah. There was a guy once who got a ton of wings, and it always happened. You get they eat like 20 freaking little wings, and I give him a handful of wet naps right at the beginning because I know, especially if they're sitting at the bar, I'm gonna
More
hear
for
it.
you than for him.
And you
Yes,
give him that
exactly.
clear-eyed stare.
Yeah, like use these. I will not ever forget this one guy in particular was just like as fast as I could. I can't even do it, but he was just like over and over, and I was just like, I'm at the other side of the bar. My senses tingle.
man.
I look right at him, and I'm like, here's some more wet naps if you need them, and he won't
And
even
then,
use.
you know that sauce was in his nails.
Yeah, and you don't know what else was in his nails before.
Our hands are the nastiest things. I mean, I'd rather lick sauce off my toes.
Well, so here's my thing. It's not all wet and dry things together.
Okay.
But when I,
Continue.
no, I have to close my eyes just thinking about it. It's hard to.
Oh, we need to record this.
No, this is big
funny.
for me. Like,
Okay.
I'm getting chills.
Okay, I'm so excited.
My chills are different than yours. But
Oh.
Take your time.
yeah, licking.
Huh? Envelopes?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
What is this?
I have to muster up the strength though to like build a bunch of
Look at this.
You're in a
this
safe place
nervous
and
for
no
you
one
now.
else. Sorry.
a paper towel.
Ew, why? Why would they do
It's
that?
dry. Because
It's
it's so
dry.
dry.
Oh, no, it's like the
What?
Like what? I hate myself right now. Like a popsicle stick.
Yeah, it's like, or it's like a wet tongue on a dry wood.
Or wood. Dry wood. I hate
it. That's the motion I was making, guys. It was very obvious to me.
Or chewing on it.
Oh no.
I can't even pick it up. I can't. Oh.
No.
You know, like they do the fingernail thing or the plate and the
Yeah.
dishes or the.
You know, the
Forks?
fork
Yeah.
scraping.
No, I'm like, okay, do that all day.
Yeah.
But there's just something about the wet and the dry together.
Yes. Yes.
It gives me the heaps.
Me too.
So, somebody, can I get your phone number? Because I'm going to send you videos all night long. Why do I say things out loud?
Run them by me first.
I always know when I look at you. I never know when I've said something stupid until I look at Amy and her head's cocked to the side like a puppy.
Okay, so Melody wants to send our guest videos all night long.
Of me living. I quit.
Okay.
So the second question.
Second question.
Oh, what was the first question?
Irrational
we-
fears.
Yeah, which you
Right.
didn't exactly
That's-
answer.
You didn't
No,
But-
I don't
Fine.
have any. I honestly don't. What's your irrational fear?
Yeah, you said, like, well, checking things twice. It's not irrational.
No.
It's
No,
smart.
it's not even a
pretty
fear. It's kind
normal.
of but did you have one to give me?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
River dancing.
I don't see how that's scary.
You don't.
You don't?
I don't like it at all. If I hear it, see it, smell it, whatever, it's gone.
I actually kind of like it.
River dancing?
Uh-huh.
Do you, I mean,
There's no danger of me ever being able to do
So
it
how is
fast
that a
enough
fear?
to scare
A fear
you.
is like if you're in mortal peril.
Explain it. You'll get it when she
Explain
explains
the-
it.
okay. So, in my youth, I've talked about this on the podcast before. I remember watching a like 2020 documentary of river dancers. Okay, and they had one guy in particular. You could probably look him up. I bet he's super famous on there. And they were talking about how fast he could tippity tap his little feet, and it was something like it was like 80. It was like a billion taps per second. I don't know. It was so many taps per second. And I, in my brain then and now, cannot understand how, unless he sold his soul to the devil or had the devil himself in his little pocket, could possibly tap his feet
that meep damn fast.
So it looks like he's possessed.
I've meeped God.
God meep.
Sorry, I got.
Is he gonna river dance?
No, I'm putting all my weight on this side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you want to trade sides?
Okay. Musical chairs. So river dancers look like they're possessed by the
They
devil?
look like they're possessed by the devil. Their little feet are just flailing around, and it makes me like physically ill to look at it.
Okay,
to
so we
watch
could
it.
call that a rational fear because you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting you.
Yeah. Also,
It's not
bridges.
just you're just.
You said
distaste.
rational?
No.
We could call it rational? You're like, no,
If you want.
definitely didn't say that. It is not.
No,
And
that's
bridges
not
kind of make sense.
Bridges are so scary.
I mean,
Oh,
but I'll
bridges,
go over
that's a good
any
one.
bridge like on a beautiful spring day and it's like 1 foot off the ground and she'll still be freaking out. So
yeah.
Bridges, huh?
Yeah. There's nothing, it's the same as like
Your voice is
airplanes.
quivering when you say that.
It really is. It really frightens me so badly. When I drive over them, I quit breathing. And
This
I'm
is a long bridge.
oh yeah, you don't want to. It's so bad. It's
Plan
like
your
with
routes
flying,
accordingly.
I feel like there's. I mean, it's not. I feel like there is nothing holding me from the ground.
So have
at
you
that
been
point.
to up inside the St. Louis Arch
Mm-hmm.
and you feel it doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, moving around.
But for some reason, I feel okay with that. I don't know why. Because I can see the legs, maybe. I don't know.
it's all irrational. At some point,
Yeah.
you just can't explain it. It just makes you feel bad.
It just makes me feel bad.
Question 2.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Ugh.
Current obsessions. Do you have any?
Yeah, I think so. So I also cook,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Good,
when
you're
you say,
hired.
when you say current, I don't initially I take that to mean like a fad, like it's here,
A
it's gone.
phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for I guess it's been about a year now, and I still love it. So I cook good, you know,
Mhm.
like I love cooking. And I put garlic, cilantro, and yellow curry on almost everything.
That
right now.
sounds so heavenly. Those
I
are 3 of
love
my favorite
cilantro.
things.
And
Cilantro-
garlic and yellow curry.
I could eat cilantro at like just a stalk of it. Just
Throw it
Yeah,
in.
munch on
I'll do
it.
that like every
Yeah.
once in a while. I'll just like put a piece. Yeah,
What about
And
coconut
yellow
oil?
curry.
Put that in there.
Sorry.
is that your thing?
I like coconut oil with all that other stuff.
I like coconut like
And
milk.
toasted sesame seeds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But those 3 together, man, I put in just about if I'm making pasta or like chili, any fish, whatever, like those together.
Sounds delightful.
Obsessed with, huh?
Mm-hmm. Like for instance, do I have a recent obsession?
I'm just waiting.
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
'cause I
Melanie
usually
went
had
through
something.
a sourdough starter phase.
Yeah, I wanted to make my own sourdough bread for a long time. I still am I'm still like coming down from my
Do you like how yeast smells?
I do.
I do too. And there's a bakery place over on like on the east side of Rogers, and I like driving by there because you smell that yeasty air.
Ooh, yummy.
But I've always wanted to bake my own bread. Like
Yes.
you buy the
Oh
box, the machine makes it for you.
Oh,
I made it without
I've done
the
that,
machine.
but I don't want that. I want to do it. I want it to like I want to start it from water and flour and never look back.
Let's do it.
I mean, I have. My starter always turned out to be just shit.
Well,
I'm going to start it after the new year. That
we're revisiting this.
not even the new year. I'm going to try it for Christmas. I will build somebody a loaf for Christmas. You get one.
Yes.
You get one too. You both get a loaf for Christmas.
We're going to hold you to that.
Okay.
Sourdough is my favorite bread.
It's mine too.
You know, I like rye.
I like
I don't know what Jewish rye. Like, why do they call it Jewish rye? But I buy Jewish rye.
don't think I'm a fan of rye. I think. but
Maybe
I also
it's-
don't know.
I mean,
You don't know what it tastes
you kind
like.
of love
I
it or
do.
you
It's
hate
like
it.
that,
It's
like
kind of
bitter,
a polarizing
right?
bread.
A bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Actually, although on our vacation this summer, I had some really good rye bread at a farmer's market.
Mhm.
A couple different kinds of rye. And I was like, this is delicious, but it must be because it was fresh made probably yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe if I had, I'm thinking of pumpernickel. That's it.
There's
Oh.
pumpernickel rye too.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I don't like that.
It's a whole world.
I would say the film is a big obsession.
Okay.
Like, because,
Yeah.
I've been shooting it and I decided several months ago that it's just not, it's so expensive
Mhm.
to have developed. Thank goodness I have a scanner and I can do all my own everything. I want their version of what they think looks right. I can scan it, I can edit it. But processing it yourself at home is huge. I mean, it's just like you've conceived a child. You know what I'm saying? Like you made
so
it from
true. I totally
scratch.
know.
And
I want to see that whole process. I've never seen it in action.
I have an enlarger. I have everything out in that garage over there, and it's my little dream. You know this.
I know
To have it
I
set back
will
up again.
talk to you sometime about developing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although I know nothing about color developing, only black and white.
You will be surprised how easy it is.
Yeah. You're talking the film part, not the actual.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
But I mean, it's the same. Once you develop the film,
Mm-hmm.
which is super easy, all you do is put the film on the enlarger and flip the switch, and you're exposing your paper.
Yeah. I guess you're right there. But then you have to
Yeah.
have, isn't it? It's different chemicals and stuff, right? To do the.
Yeah, you have 3. Well, you only need 2, but you have 3. Your developer, your Blix, it's bleach fix, and it's like a soap. It keeps the water
HCA
drops.
stuff.
Huh?
Is it HCA? Like the little soap that keeps.
Yeah, so like once you rinse off your Blix, you put in this stuff. It's basically
Everybody's
like
bored and like. Right
yeah.
now.
Okay, so anyway, this one guy.
I love it.
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's for another not podcast.
Do go on.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm stretching out.
What's question 3?
Okay. I think I have this one memorized.
Oh no, what's happening?
Wait, let me drink my coffee.
Is that coffee?
It is.
From earlier?
No, from just before I came over.
Okay, why didn't you bring us some?
Yeah, we could have used
Hold on,
that.
let me drink this. Oh, another obsession is cloves.
Clove cigarettes?
No, clove.
Like actual cloves.
Like crushed powdered clove.
It's so good. It's so good for a
I
lot
put it
of
on my
things.
toast. I put it in my coffee.
Ooh.
I put it in my, like, I get Greek yogurt, like non-flavored, non-sugar, non-anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put honey and cloves in it and stir it up.
That's a good idea. I'm going to do that.
It
I
is.
steal it.
Delightful.
No, so like if you use it by itself, it's like a sour cream replacement.
Yeah,
Greek yogurt.
that's true. We used to
And
do
if
that.
you put some honey in it, it's a dessert.
You can also put cloves in your vacuum cleaner, and it makes shit smell delightful.
That's, I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
Simmer
do
it
that
on the stove with
some
oranges.
It's that
Yeah.
time. Also, if you just take clove and put it in like a cabinet that's a little stinky, or in your refrigerator, or we put it in like the hall closet that has shoes and stuff like that, it absorbs all of it and makes it smell really good. Yeah.
Clove party.
Clove party. Question number 3 is, what is your... This was Amy's question. I love it. No, it's the best one. What is your least favorite root veggie?
You know, I don't do a lot of root veggies.
So this was
To
very
begin
apt
with.
because he's a cook. See,
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing.
You did.
Go on.
There are a lot of foods that are way different how you eat them. If you buy canned peas, they're disgusting. If they're fresh or frozen, they're
So
great.
much different.
So
yeah.
true.
Same with green beans.
And there are things like I've heard that Brussels sprouts are only considered gross because nobody knows how to cook them properly.
No, it's so true.
So yeah, like
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts and radishes and beets and stuff like that. If they're prepared properly, I'll tell you. So root, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't do a lot of those. But what I can tell you is celery. What's this peanut butter thing on celery?
It's so good.
I don't think it is. I think you're wrong.
What about apples and peanut
I
butter?
think you're wrong.
I could do apples and peanut butter. I like apples and extra sharp cheddar.
Oh, me too.
Green
Oh, the
apples.
white cheddar, the
Yeah.
Cabot or
Yeah,
whatever.
Cabot.
Oh,
That's what I buy.
oh my God, me too.
Yeah.
It's so good. We have that like 3 times a week for just dinner. A veggie tray with apples and that cheese. And
Yeah,
that's
I get the
healthy.
I get the Cabot extra sharp.
Yep, same.
So then your least favorite root veggie would be an ill-prepared radish.
Could you say that again?
Your least favorite root veggie is
The first time was better. It just sounded fun the way you said it.
We'll just repeat that. Remind
Yeah.
It's
Melody.
done now.
Repeat that a few times.
That could be our Folie Do ringtone.
I have to go back real quick. Celery and peanut butter is delicious.
You know, I like celery when it's like in a 15-bean soup or whatever.
Mhm.
Or like a...
It helps meld the flavor.
This word
Go ahead and
porridge
name
just came into my
15
head.
beans right now.
Okay.
Wait, are you gonna?
No, I don't know 15 beans. Let me give it a shot. Do your fingers. Okay. Lima.
We've got one bean.
Is that lime or lima?
Let's do
No,
let's
shh.
do this all together.
Wait,
No.
lima bean and
Okay.
kidney bean are the same thing, right?
No, because they're lime colored.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's a lima.
Okay.
I find
It's
that
an Italian
offensive.
bean.
Lima.
Hey, did you know that broccoli is Italian? You can tell just by the way
Yeah,
that it's spelled and the way
broccoli.
it looks.
Broccoli.
Well, the way it looks.
The word looks, not Yeah, a tree. It
It
looks
has
like a
a
tree.
little
Trees are from Italy.
mustache. Don't take that out. That's offensive.
What?
Saying broccoli has a little mustache, which makes it look Italian.
Okay, so lima, kidney, black, Great Northern. Are you counting?
Whoa, he's at 4. He's at 4.
Great Northern.
Great Northern.
Great
Northern.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing.
Not Northern. Northern. It's not brethren or brethren.
Or pattering.
Shut up. It's
Or
Saturn.
Saturn.
It's Northern.
Hey,
it
guess
is
what word I
modern.
can't say
What?
besides my last name? It gets hot and you use it to straighten clothes.
An iron?
I can't say iron either.
I say iron.
That's what it is.
I think it is, and that's
Iron.
why I say it like that. But everyone says the way I can't
Iron.
say it. I just say iron.
Iron.
A curling iron.
Iron.
That's
Iron.
what it is.
Oh no.
I'm
Can't
done with
see
the
what my
bean
feet
talk.
just did. We've got
I
Green,
kind of
because
over
there's
it.
green
Listen,
beans
we
and-
reached 4 beans.
It's
I
like
could have
a
given at least 10
Best in
more.
show.
But
Garbanzos.
Llama beans,
Garbanzo. That's
I
the
love
one I
hummus.
was waiting for you to say.
Hummus too. What'd you say?
I was waiting for somebody to say garbanzo, and now I'm ready to move on.
Well,
Okay.
they call it chickpeas, and I think that's
Garbanzo
dumb.
sounds like a Muppet, though.
I know.
You're thinking of Gonzo.
And
It's close
And
enough.
Bonzo.
the garbage
It's too
man.
close for
And the garbage
comfort.
man. The Oscar.
no, yeah. No, I'm talking about the one that comes and picks up.
Oh,
my
are you
trash on
talking?
Mondays.
Are you looking at the lines up there? Are we good on the lines?
What?
Are we good on the lines there?
No,
We're as
that's
good as
gonna
we'll
have to
ever
go.
be.
Mhm. Okay. Do you have anything that makes you irrationally angry? Like for me, I don't like getting hit in the head, even if it's by accident.
Oh, I don't get mad at people as much as I get mad at things. Like if I'm working on a thing,
Same.
if I'm working on a thing, I will like get irate and like cuss at it, and
The worst.
it's just
And want to break it and
Printers.
destroy it.
They're the worst.
One of my first jobs was fixing, or I mean, I didn't have, that wasn't my job, but that was pretty much what the job was fixing a printer that
Ooh.
constantly malfunctioned.
No.
what
I would have
company was
just
this?
thrown it.
I was working as an assistant in the engineering research center, but basically all I did was print stuff off for people. And I hated it so much.
My most irrational anger thing?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's not people. Like, I get people. It's when a thing doesn't do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
Something that's so simple, and it's like, it's not like I'm exploring and, you know, whatever happens, happens. I'm good with that. But if it's like, it does one thing, it's meant to do this one thing, and it's not doing this one thing, and I'm trying to fix it so it does that thing, and it hurts me, or then I hurt it.
Or then I heard it.
Then I heard it.
I get that.
I got really angry. Was it yesterday? Day before? When I saw a teapot in Home Goods that said the word teapot.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It made me really angry.
That it said That they had to tell you that?
It
Yeah,
said
because
teapot on it.
I can see a canister that says sugar,
Sure, like
one
you
that
put the
says flour,
sugar-
But
whatever.
when it says canister,
There is nothing. Yes, it's like a canister that says
It's
canister.
like a chair. Why it doesn't have the word chair on it?
It made me so mad.
It did. We ended up looking all over the place for more.
do you have even issues?
Do I have even issues? Like I need things to be even?
Mhm.
I don't like to think I do, but then I do. Yes.
What about when you're shooting?
Like, do I put things?
You like symmetry?
Symmetry. Like that picture with the girl in the church there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's not symmetrical.
No, it isn't.
Now, see, here's the thing. I used to have that problem. I'm going to call it a problem. Everything had to be, like my furniture,
Mm-hmm.
everything in my world had to be symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gave up on that, and I decided, about the time when I went from the maroon colors to the sage green kind of
Mhm.
colors, I decided life's too short for that.
Yeah.
So, like, I found this classic weird egg-looking chair at Goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
and they had two. Well, I bought one.
Some things
That's a big step.
are better left as one.
Yeah.
Are you okay with cutting people's feet off in photos?
You know, I've done it.
Only if they have particularly awful, disturbing.
No, okay,
feet.
let's say, yeah.
Or
Let's
better
say, or their shoes don't match. No, I'll change the color. But let's say, like, I have a bent arm, and then, like, give me that. Stick it right there. That's not going to work.
Like, are you
Okay.
talking like cutting off at the digits?
Cutting off an elbow, but you have their forearm and
Yeah.
their upper.
Yeah.
That works.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But I mean, like cutting off it when it's intentional and you can see
when
that
it's intentional, exactly.
If you cut this much off of somebody's darn
Sure.
head on accident or like their toes, I'm sorry. I know you weren't actually doing
You know what
it.
I've done? I've actually, like, built my frame, my photo lower.
Mm-hmm.
I'll, like, paste that picture onto a bigger picture, and I'll hand draw that stuff, and then I'll clone the environment below where. But rarely
If
do I have
it's
to do that.
happened that you
I mean,
need to.
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good at what I do. It's no big deal. I do have to say I am impressed. I thought when I looked at your work, I was very impressed.
Thank you.
But I was like, I was worried that you did it all digitally,
Mhm.
and I was like,
You mean like
I want it to be film, and then
Oh,
to
okay.
find out that you are doing it all in film. made me really
You wanted it
happy.
to be film because deep down you knew it was film.
You know, I would say maybe 65 to 70% of my work is film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, freaking all of my work now is digital, which
Mhm.
I don't love about it. You know, I wish that I shot more film, and I don't. But so, you know, props. You could say that 10% of it's film, and it'd be better than what I'm doing.
Thank you. It's once we talk about the development thing, you could average each shot sending it off to get developed and all that to be, you know, let's say a roll. Like it ends up being almost $20 a roll.
Mhm.
Because you're talking about buying the roll, especially if you like exotic film or high end film.
Yep.
And exotic films. Then you spend $5 or $6 shipping, and they charge you like $8 to send it back for whatever reason,
Mhm.
plus $11 to $13 for development. You're talking about 20 something.
Yeah.
As opposed to buying, you know, a $5 or $6 roll, and then once you've already, you know, initially bought your upfront cost of your chemicals, you're spending like 75 cents a roll
Yeah.
to develop it yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't have a fifth question.
No, we actually were gonna do some.
We were gonna school you.
You look very comfortable.
I'm afraid that
usually she ends up like.
Do you know
outside.
what I want to I'm just feeling this right now. And maybe it's something you could do, not just because I think it would be fun, but You could have like a desk that was a shape of an L. Better if it's curved, just because it looks better. But a bracket, not a right angle, with chairs, and then you have the mics with the what's it called with the rubber bands, the strings, where it, no.
The strings with the rubber band?
I don't know.
Scrunchies?
I was thinking mic stands, but
a mic stand,
slingshot?
Sure. Well, take like a circle around this, and then those jagged strings.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
Oh, yeah, we do have those.
The, like, shock protector.
Yeah.
So they don't be like...
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about how comfortable I am right now.
I mean, so you're saying that it would be great if we sat up like actual humans.
Like
radio
If
people.
you watched what's his name? Stern something? Howard Stern show?
Stern,
they have the mic. And,
so you're basically saying I shouldn't be this comfortable while I'm
no, you're
recording?
fine right now. I'm just saying, but the picture in my head of what's
just
happening right now is
this-
different than how it looks.
Yes.
I like both.
Put this in your pocket, Amy. And think about being a damn professional.
I think that I need a couch on this side. Because
Yeah.
I get stuck
I know,
in this
it's really unfair that
really
you are
is.
sitting on these hard little
I'm
chairs.
a damn good host.
Listen, you're welcome to join me. There's room.
I'll just take the top row
Yes,
up
take
there.
the top. Just don't
You
fall.
can be the kitty cat.
We've done that. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we've done that.
So normally on our podcast, we each have a something weird. Like we talk about something weird that maybe happened to us throughout the week, and then we have a big something weird. So last week I was talking about, who?
I finally covered Lizzie Borden,
Mm-hmm.
who's always been fascinating to me.
Yes.
I know
And
that name.
She's a famous murderess.
Sing the song to him.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother
I'm freaked out.
40 whacks. You want me to continue?
That sounds like little girls should be singing it on an 80s horror film.
What she had done, gave her father 41. So she was acquitted,
Wow.
but
Did you just make that up?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course I did. Listen, she's a famous murderess.
So this is from like the 20s or something? Or?
It's from even earlier, late 1800s. She probably most likely murdered her father and stepmother with an axe.
Did you hear about Albert Fish?
Yes.
Yes? Are you kidding?
That's a crazy dude.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
I
Crazy.
think
And
Grandpa, let me sit on your lap.
When
Just kidding.
when they executed him, he said something funny. He was like,
well, he had
"This is gonna be the most." What's another word for cool?
Totally tubular.
bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
It was
Right.
kind of like
Bitchin'
bitchin', but I think it was
bitchin'
like
camera.
divine or something. He's like experiencing my life.
exquisite.
Yeah.
Exquisite pleasure. And I think he had, I mean, if we're going to tell the whole story, I think he'd shoved up a bunch of needles up his little man bits
Mhm.
Yeah.
because that was enjoyable to him. Some
Ugh.
people are a little bit strange.
Some people.
Yeah.
Mine was you tend to be going down. We both really like true crime. You keep going
Yes.
down the true crime.
I do. I can't stop
Path.
myself.
Last week I did Polybius. Have you heard of Polybius?
Is it a country?
It's better than
Is
what
it
I
a
thought was.
disease?
No.
All good guesses.
It is an arcade game that came out in 1981, and it may have ties to MK Ultra kind of stuff. It's disappeared. It's pretty.
What is MK Ultra?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, well
We're gonna
I'm
cover
doing
that
MK
in
Ultra
depth.
soon.
It's a game.
No,
It's more than that.
it is not even a game, even a little bit. MK Ultra
It is mind control.
that our government did to unsuspecting citizens of the United States
And this really
for
happened.
years. This
It
really did happen. It's on.
Is this a movie?
No.
Well, it's probably
it
in
has-
a lot of movies.
Yeah, for sure. And TV shows and stuff.
I've
but
heard of MK
Sorry.
Ultra, but I don't remember what it was.
a lot of people blame the Kennedy assassination on
MK Ultra.
They blame everything on MK Ultra.
So it's like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
It's not a conspiracy theory.
So it really
is-
did
I could
happen.
say it's like a, and you're going to say it's not like that at all.
but
So-
it isn't though because it's real.
So it's a real thing. And yet, a lot of conspiracies are attributed
That is true.
to it
Okay, yes, good.
in an unproven
because
manner.
it is.
Oh, hey, it's just me, Mel. I'm popping in because I needed to say that I cut out a few things there because I got obviously a little riled up talking over everybody. So there's that. Obviously, I feel very strongly about MK Ultra. I am going to do it this week. I promise, because I have talked about it so much. It's a little weensy bit of an obsession right now, and so that I can take some time to cool my brain and my jets a little bit, I'm going to study it all week, and I'm going to have some good stories for you on it and to explain in a better way than just saying, nah, it is too real. My mom told me once, so there. When you ask her if you don't believe me, it's real. Okay, bye.
You said a weird thing that happened to you and a weird thing about you.
And no, so we talk about like weird things, and so mine was Polybius, this game, which you'll just have to listen to last week.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Wanna
listen,
know
catch
about it.
up. Because everyone listening already has.
Yeah. But so this week we have 5 just kind of short.
Ow.
Should we
Silly.
do like, are you okay?
No.
Funny
What have you
bone?
done?
I hurt my elbow.
What have you done?
Oh, podcasting injury.
I get
First
podcasting
one.
elbow
You
too.
guys have insurance skills.
One time I cramped up so badly that I really scared Melody.
Yeah, you did.
I was like thrashing on
She
the
was
floor.
on the ground. Oh.
Huh.
Okay,
Do
so
you want me to go first?
yeah, well, or should we go back and forth like
Yeah,
ping
back
pong?
and forth,
Yeah,
back and forth, back
okay.
and forth. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Okay. Number 1. Snails have 14,000 teeth.
What?
And some of them can kill you.
What?
Slimy little pricks.
So do they get
14,000.
Oh, that's so literal. Slimy little pricks.
Yeah.
So do they kill you with their, like, are their teeth sharp enough to kill you, or is it more like they poison in there? I mean, you don't know. You're not an expert. You just Googled
Maybe
this.
there's not enough.
How do you know I'm not an expert, Amy?
You could be. There's a word for that.
I'm a,
An entomologist. I mean,
an entomologist.
I think I'll take advantage of that
that.
area.
Not to worry, the area he's speaking about here is simply the couch Amy was sitting on. Don't be alarmed. Sounded kind of bad, but it wasn't. We realize that you can't see what's happening. Podcasting's hard.
He's hurting.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You take advantage of that. Not my foot. No one's taking advantage of my foot specifically.
Nobody will be doing that here. Yeah,
I'm telling
so stupid snails, 14,000 teeth. And yes, go.
So, I hate slugs, but I love snails. And it's ridiculous because I know they're the same thing.
Are they?
No, because one has an adorable shell.
Actually, you could say that a snail. Wait, one has an adorable shell. Do you not like the snail? The snail?
I like a snail with an adorable shell.
Okay, you said you like slugs.
Did I?
No,
I said I hate
she said she
slugs,
hates slugs.
but I
Oh,
like
okay.
snails.
I get that. Okay,
But
because I was
a
going to say
snail
one
with
is...
a slug with a shell isn't a snail.
No.
They're different animals.
Yeah,
They sure seem like the same
they
thing.
really do.
You would think.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm tired of this body.
They're both
Yeah.
freaking gross.
Yeah, and they don't. Do they? No, they're
Have
not
you
like
ever
Have you ever
tasted
seen a
one?
hermit crab?
I-
De-shelled.
I used to
It's
have one.
shale.
Shale.
It's because
the
I
shade.
started that earlier.
He's-
No,
started.
And you turned in.
Listen, go back to our... I can't say words. You just listen to our podcast. You will find out.
Well, Melody, did you know?
And Nathaniel.
And Nathaniel. No, Nate. No.
What was it? Edgar? Ethan? Eugene?
Eugene.
Nathan Eugene. Don't peek, but tell me what you think the longest time between two twins being born could possibly be.
Ooh.
I know.
She knows.
You mean what's possible or what has happened?
What has happened? What is documented?
Boy.
Just like MK Ultra.
I'll
It's
say
real.
an hour.
87 days.
I wanted to make him keep guessing. He said
So
an hour, Amy.
I know.
The babe was in there for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
No,
That's not right.
Wait.
no.
Because the
Yeah,
baby
That's
has
a
to.
long time.
Well, one of them was born
Are
early.
they like dog days?
I bet you one of them was born
One of them was
early.
born prematurely.
Ah,
the
see?
other one, yeah.
But
It's
why
implied.
only one?
You would think that
that it was like they went into
the water broke and
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that
Good
would
question.
be. And then go home, Linda. The other one's not. The other one's
The other
baking
one's
some more.
Still in there for
That
a
would
lot of
suck.
days and some months. Okay, do you want mine?
Please.
Oh, I also don't like spiders. It's another fear.
I like them a
Ew,
lot.
you are a.
I want
you
them
are-
as pets.
I just want to.
See,
I want to kick you, but not in a happy
I
way.
want a spider tattoo.
Ew,
I
Amy.
think no. Here's the thing: spiders. I'm good with spiders because they eat things that I don't like.
Yeah, and they make beautiful,
Like your body,
intricate
your
webs.
flesh.
Webs.
But I don't.
I like the way
They are creepy. The way they walk is creepy.
the way they look at you like this.
But like people are like, do you like snakes? Do you like spiders? No, no, no. I'm like, you know what? They're whatever. It's fine. But you can't read a bug like you can things with fur. So is it like he's angry
That's
or
true.
is he happy?
Yeah,
Those jumping spiders. I mean,
they're always angry.
Also, that reminds
Angry
me.
little jumping dicks.
I hate those jumping dicks. I was in the kitchen the other day, just getting
Doing your
myself-
job
opening
as a
beer or something. Yeah, I was doing my wifely duties, and all of a sudden, Boo just runs at me, just out of the corner of my eye, I see it, and then he stomps right next to me on the floor.
He is Spider-Man. He has Spider-Man vision.
He told me that there was a spider, and not only was there a spider, but it was running for me. He's like, I've never seen a spider do that before. It was after you.
I will say this: the snakes, when they're like their heads off the ground and they're going as fast as they can, exactly. I'm like, I don't want him coming this way.
I mean,
No.
I don't either,
They're
but I think
freaky.
So
there's
there are
something-
moments that I'm like,
but-
no, whatever you are,
No
I don't
to
like
you.
you.
The
but,
water
yeah.
snakes, the way they move
Yeah.
on the surface of the water,
So freaky.
it's really. I have bad. I mean, that's one of my reoccurring nightmares.
Ooh.
I'm in a pool of water and I look up and there are snakes on the surface.
Ew, no, no,
Mm.
no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, so did you know that daddy long legs I can't. They have.
It's like me and paper towels right now.
I know.
No, it's because this next word is just hard for me to say because I'm 3.
Would you like me to read it?
You can't read my writing. Daddy long legs have penises,
I have an interesting thing to say about that.
making them not spiders. It says
What?
says that it makes them not spiders, but
Having a penis
that
makes
would-
you not a spider?
yes,
Like a tripod.
Okay,
like
what's
an
your
octopod.
Well, if a dude was like, hey, I'm a tripod, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only, I mean, he's
You
only a
wouldn't-
spider if he had 6 penises.
Then can you call them? Oh, that's why they're called daddy long legs. Maybe I don't know. 'cause
So they're one of their legs. One of their legs is a pee-pee.
I think that they're. I think. Thank you so much for saying a pee-pee. I think they have all their legs and then a pee-pee.
So do you see it? I mean, I don't know why.
I
I'm
don't-
questioning you again.
You should look. You should ask one.
I
if you could
really-
lift
I
its
wanna
skirt
know-
next time you see it. It didn't wear a
So
skirt.
it's a trans. It's
Maybe, yes.
a trans daddy,
You can't-
not a spider.
Maybe.
Okay, so
Okay, what do you want
I've
to say?
always heard that daddy long legs are the most
Yes,
poisonous spider, but their teeth are too small and all this stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Mouth.
that's true or not, but there's this monster. Actually, it's a lizard, but it's called a Gila monster.
There's this monster.
It's a lizard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's from the desert
We
southwest.
didn't even bat an eye when he said monster. We're like,
Yeah.
Continue. And its fangs with the poison are on its jaw. So for it to poison you, it has to be upside down.
oh,
What?
why would it evolve that way?
Well, couldn't
I think
it
it's
just
always been
bite
that
you
way.
right side up, but go into the other? The
You have to jerk his neck real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn more about Gila
And
monsters.
speaking of bugs and their peepees,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
bedbugs. This is weird. I learned this a couple years ago. They're females and male bedbugs, and they mate basically anywhere he wants. Like they have a vagina. The women do. The women bugs.
Mhm.
But he just wherever he grabs her, he just plunges her body.
So it doesn't matter. What?
What?
It doesn't matter.
Then why does she have a vagina?
Like into her head, into her arm.
That's rude.
I'm not sure about the arm and the head because they're bugs. You know, the arms are nothing. But so, like, if you see a female humans, it's fine.
They've skipped a lot of leg days, so.
But if you see a female bed bug with scars all over it, not that you would, but if you did, you would know that she's had a lot of babies.
Wow. So he can impregnate her by
Wait, and
just
then does it come out in that spot? Babies?
That I doubt.
more
I don't
questions.
know.
So many questions.
This is one of my Wikipedia ventures that I took.
Do that and then let us come back to us.
Come back. We
Okay.
need to follow up on this. Wow, bed bugs are assholes.
Yeah. They're just like, you take it where I.
Yeah. Take it, bitch. I mean,
We meet bitch, right?
maybe, I guess. I don't remember anymore.
I don't either. We really just need to have an.
Because I said assholes and you were fine.
Okay, assholes are fine. I've said the
You
word
edit
asshole
anyway.
to my mom.
You edit.
Basically, my mom's our only listener. I don't want to offend. She never hears the F word from me.
No, ever.
No, except for last week.
Who
Sorry,
shared
Mom.
last?
Again.
Go on. Who shared last?
I did.
So it's my turn, or what is it?
Fish pee-pee. No,
Oh, fish. Okay, so
spider pee-pee.
this is just more about holes here. There's a snake called a boom slang. And its venom causes you to bleed from all the holes of your
No,
body.
it doesn't.
All the
No,
holes.
it doesn't.
Every single one.
Oh.
Ears, eyes, nose.
I hate the thought of that, of like your eyes.
Like your fingernails.
Would
That's
that
not a
be-
hole.
That's not a. I mean, that's
It's just what I was
famously not a hole.
picturing. But I feel like
It's just what I was picturing.
your pores.
It's like the suit that that I can't remember his name right now. The Cramps wears. You would
Oh,
bleed
yeah.
just
Yes,
Lux
you would
material.
turn
over.
into that.
Yes.
You would turn into spouting blood.
And it's called a boom sling.
boom slang.
It reminds me of Ash and his boomstick.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
Do go on.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that's where we were right now. The Morse code for K looks like this.
A solid line.
2 solid lines, 2 dashes, and a dot. Like this.
Oh, like the face, like
Like
the
an eye.
annoyed face.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I realize that doesn't translate over well on a podcast. Nobody could see my face. But you guys
she was
know.
making that face.
Like 2
like
slit eyes and a...
Mm-hmm.
She looks Asian when you do that.
Yeah,
I
you
am
do.
Asian.
What is your... Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. What are your backgrounds? Or nationality, you know?
Why don't you guess?
Ooh, that's so hard to do. So, are you actually Asian?
Really?
Part of it?
Yes.
Okay. And what else? There's no telling. You can't guess that.
I'm 2 things.
2? That makes
Mhm.
it easier.
Okay.
So, something Asian,
Mm-hmm.
something old, something borrowed. Wait, that's something else.
The other one is blue.
She's also lying about Asian. Why don't we get started?
I
off on the
wanted
right
to see
foot?
what his second one would be, okay?
I don't have any guesses. You just have to say.
I am a bit of everything.
And that's 2?
We're European mutts.
No, I am so my grandpa on my mom's side.
Is that mine?
Yes.
Ah, drat.
My grandpa, Cherokee Indian.
Okay.
Full. I mean,
That's why you have those Asian eyes.
that's why I have the hooded eyes. Yes,
Mhm.
we all do. My grandmother on my mother's side, Czechoslovakian.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then
That's cool. I like that.
my dad's side is just a little bit of everything. Irish, German, other things.
Do you kind of adhere to one of those or another?
I really favor the Slovak Cherokee.
So those
business.
two.
Yeah, because that's what I grew up.
Where
knowing
would you
about.
go if you
Mhm.
could go anywhere for, say, a couple
Prague.
weeks? I like your style.
Mhm.
A lot of people say like, well, Hawaii, of course, or
Yeah.
Acapulco. But yeah, like I would love to go to Romania and Hungary and like the whole
See all the
Balkan
old castles and
Peninsula.
the underground,
Mhm.
just everything's.
Look at that look in her eye right now.
I know.
And what's yours?
French and Polish.
French and Polish, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You know what? I'm astonished. So many people don't know or
Mhm.
care. They're like,
I
don't know,
care.
I'm a what?
Yeah,
And apparently I do have some Native American too.
yeah.
That got mixed in there along the way.
So I'm Swedish and Portuguese.
Do you speak Swedish?
No, but I know a little bit of Portuguese.
Learn
should
Swedish
we
'cause I need
send him
somebody
that-
to speak Swedish with me.
Oh, you know Swedish?
Yes,
She's learning.
Give me. Oh, you just okay. So what's the
Well,
word?
Well, she
okay, so
knows
I
it
went-
pretty well.
Yeah, I went to school in Sweden for a while, and so I learned some. I'm like, I would say I'm
Third grade level.
50% ish good with Swedish.
Okay, so maybe you're better than you are at English.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
At least somebody is honest with me about it.
I always tell you you're amazing at Swedish. I'm not talking about English right
I
now.
Do you like Swedish meatballs?
Oh, yeah.
Give me a Swedish word.
Which one?
Your choice.
Tell them about the turtles.
When I
In
wanted to
Swedish.
be
The
a
word
turtle
for
today?
it and what it literally means.
Sköldpaddan. That is
Hålpadden?
the turtle. Yeah. It literally translates to shield toad.
Isn't that the best
Sköldpaddan.
thing?
And what's the word?
Turtle.
No, the other word.
Sköldpadda.
Hålpadda. I feel like I sounded Japanese when I said that.
Yeah. Say, över barnen flyger fågel.
That means I need an Uber immediately.
Över
Över
barnen
barnen
flyger. Wait, no.
över barnen
Över barnen flyger fågel.
flyger
Flyger
fågel.
fågel.
I notice you're talking a lot more quiet right now.
No.
Do your O face. Do your face.
I have to use my fingers.
Över.
Mm.
This is for you, Simon.
Thanks, Simon.
Yeah,
Simon,
just
are you
kidding,
proud of
Simon.
me? We have a Swedish listener.
So your audience is growing because first you had 0, now you have your mom,
One.
now we have
Just
Simon.
before
Yeah.
we've even released this episode.
I know.
This is our first time ever.
This is a long
Oh,
episode.
Scheiße. That's German
That
for
is-
shit.
Yes.
No, for sure.
Du bist mein Fischler. What?
See? Okay, French and Polish.
And
And I don't know. I probably have some other stuff, but those are the ones
I have a little
always
bit of
hear.
French,
Yeah.
but I don't know much about that. The Swedish side's dad's and the Portuguese is mom's, but mom's more interested in it than dad's like, I don't care about that. You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of gravitated
was
toward.
Dad from Sweden?
No, so dad's grandma
Okay.
is from Sweden. And then mom's or grandparents.
Mhm.
And then mom's dad's mom, so my great grandma.
Okay.
She came the wacky way, not through New York like what you'd think,
Mhm.
but she, I guess, traveled through Asia and from Hawaii to San Francisco. So
Okay.
it's kind of weird.
That is weird and interesting.
Yeah. I like it.
By the way, if I could go anywhere, I honestly don't know where I would go.
All over.
For 2 weeks.
Go to Sweden with me?
Branson?
I would love that. I mean, I have not seen a lot of the new shows. I think Yakov is still there. I want to say I want to say Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like it would be so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Such an incredible perspective on life.
Yes. And then you'd also get to enjoy it with Vu.
Yeah, I'd meet all of his relatives and all of the kids' great aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
But it's hot.
Yeah.
Humid.
That's okay. It's just 2 weeks out of your life.
I want to go. I'll stay in water the whole time.
It's fine.
I'll understand. Yeah. Vietnam it is.
Okay, what's the furthest place from here that you've been?
Sweden.
Mexico?
I guess.
Did you? Where else did you go? Did you go?
was
Like, did
further
you
than
stop?
Sweden.
So, okay, so you've been to England.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's.
Been to Hawaii, Canada, and Mexico.
You've been to Canada?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You've been to Mexico?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Very briefly. We took our exchange student with us and they almost didn't let her back through the border.
Oh.
From where was she originally?
Vietnam. No coincidence at all. Why
So, how do you feel about people ending a sentence and...
In a preposition? No.
Yes.
No good. Did I do it?
No, everyone else does.
Yes.
I make it a point. Even if I have to speak slower, like, is this correct? Okay, let's go with it.
So even if you have to speak more slowly? I'm sorry, but I had to be obnoxious for just a second. It was the perfect opportunity.
Yes.
And that is...
Are we done?
Are we?
How
Wait.
long is it?
I have to do this. It's
No.
It's been
Give
1
me...
minute.
Ooh, I have a really good one,
I do too. Okay,
I have
let's
two good ones.
fire these off.
Okay.
Like rapid fire.
Rapid
Go.
fire round.
Go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Your turn.
Am I just watching?
Yes.
Yes.
You can add in.
Women have twice as many pain receptors on their body than men, but a much higher tolerance for pain.
Yeah.
That, thank you. I got excited. That I can attest to. I've been through a lot of very painful things in my life.
Yeah.
Also, it takes a whole lot to sedate me.
Aaron, I just mumbled.
It sounded a little bit like this. Insert clip now.
I like that you did that. No, it reminds me of a song. Obviously, the Ramones. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to be sedated.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're men, so maybe they'll be easy.
Yes.
Go on.
2 PS1 games, FIFA 2001 and Gran Turismo 2. I can't read my own writing. Okay. Had scratch and sniff discs.
What?
The FIFA one was smelling like a soccer
Athlete's
film.
foot.
Like athlete's foot. And the Gran Turismo was car tire smell.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It must have been
Wow.
during the scratch and sniff craze.
Oh, yes.
Of 1983.
As there was. Yeah.
That's not accurate.
No.
It is.
Do you remember the pizza scratch and sniff stickers?
Yes, I do. They had a little bit of a texture to them even.
Uh-huh.
I totally remember that smell so vividly when
Yeah.
you said that.
It comes right back to you.
Did you know that smell is, this is what I hear, the biggest like memory
Yes.
bringer back
Yep.
up?
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
And that's what it's called too in
Scientific journals.
Science people
Right.
Yeah.
writings.
Did you know that the butterflies you get in your stomach when you see someone you like is actually stress response
What? Why? What's it
caused by
saying?
adrenaline? Your body gets flooded with adrenaline,
And it's like,
and
shit,
your tummy is woo.
fix this right now.
And then we, in our crazy human minds, are like, yeah, I like that. Give me
Oh,
more.
it's wonderful.
I want that person.
And instead it's like, no, this is bad.
Run away, run away, or kill.
Oh, God.
That's all mine.
Okay, if you sneeze while traveling 60 miles per hour, your eyes are closed for an average of 50 miles.
What?
Because you close your eyes when you sneeze. You have to. It happens. You cannot physically sneeze without closing your eyes. So if you're traveling in a car at 60 miles per hour, they're closed so long that it is equivalent to 50 miles.
Wait a second.
No, 50 miles within an hour.
No,
Because
Yes, sir.
if it takes you...
not 50 miles.
No, okay.
Wait, I think it was supposed to say 50 feet.
Okay, then there we go.
I'm sorry.
No.
Because that would be 50 minutes
Yes,
at 60
50
miles an hour.
I meant feet.
Listen, the ragweed is
I ruined
terrible around here.
Tell it again. Can I retell it?
Yes.
Should I?
No.
No,
I
this
love
is
it
better.
just the way
No,
it is.
it's cute.
I'm
Okay.
going to sneeze for 50 minutes later,
For 50 whole miles.
and I'm going to tell you all about it so you feel really good.
If she's not dead.
Yeah. Can you imagine? How would that even work?
Did you ever hear when you were a kid that if you sneezed like 10 times in a row or something that you would die? Your heart would stop?
No. Why do people tell kids the
I
most
think it's
horrible
true.
things?
I think it's true.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, you go first.
We're
You
gonna
have to
get.
be real.
We're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna go. It's when I get excited.
Look. Jeez.
We're gonna go get some pepper.
Yes.
But
Okay,
first,
so my dad did that to me. I was like 4. He's like, Nathan, come here. I'm like, okay. And he's like, smell this. And he had pepper in his hand. And I sneezed like a madman, probably over 10 times.
I need to try that.
And
on
you're
Amy.
still here to
You're
help.
still
alive.
alive.
And I also did these things. Like to my siblings, I gave my sister a tomato to eat and it broke her out. And I gave my brother like a teaspoon of Tabasco.
Uh-huh.
We do this.
So the tomato and it breaking her
You
out
knew that
thing.
she
Maybe
was
she's
allergic?
maybe allergic-y to it.
Okay, I was gonna say. I
Did you
don't
know
think
it at the
that-
time?
Yeah, she couldn't eat.
Okay.
I think
She
she
will
can now,
not
but
eat?
but we do that stuff.
That's not very nice.
Well, it's funny.
And
And
he's-
funny wins.
He's a medical marvel because he sneezed 10 times and lived to tell the
I
tale.
assume. I mean, this was a few years ago. I
You
was
could
4.
be exaggerating too.
Ooh, I
Mm.
know we need to wrap this up, but I want to talk about our earliest memories. We're going to have to just put a pin in that.
Put a pin in it. Let's talk about it next week.
But before we go, I want to say something.
You know what? I want to hear something.
I love you.
I like you.
I really do.
I tolerate both of you.
He really cares about us.
And he's going to tell all of his friends and all of our friends
That
we like cotton candy.
And I like how you're saying a sentence
Uh-huh.
like a few words at a time. Real quick, I know the show's wrapping up.
But
It's one of my favorite
Not highway, but highway.
my favorite road trip games
Mhm.
is to like make a sentence. Can we do it? Can we take 10 seconds?
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Okay, we're going to go clockwise and everyone gets one word and we're going to make a sentence and we'll end it whenever it's
That'll be a 3-word sentence.
Sneezing
You
for
keep
50
going.
miles.
No.
It just hit me again.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Go. Now.
so
We're still going?
okay, we're going to make a whole sentence. So it's going to be
Okay.
like 20 words or 10 words.
Got you.
Okay.
Do over.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes
I
Pee.
upside
down
In.
space
while
I'm.
petting
myself.
And.
people
I think it can end there. People. Look,
Surprised.
that
I
Can.
do
it.
So.
well.
Yes.
See, that's fun. You should do that
I
again.
want to do one more.
Okay, you
Okay.
start.
Oh my god, I feel so much pressure right now. Oh,
My.
Goodness.
Comma.
how
I'm just going to put that in there. Can.
We
start
Sneezing.
when
everything
Lacks.
luster
full. Lusterful. Ness. Lusterfulness.
I feel like that was cheating.
Hey, what? Yeah.
You're not the rule maker, so
Because.
Squids
famously.
Dance.
among
Bacon bits. I'm hungry.
So. Yum.
E.
Exclamation point.
There were 2 exclamation points.
And a smiley face.
Sideways laughing emoticon.
A Morse code K.
GIF.
Is it? That's a thing. Is it Morse code or is
Morse.
it Morse code? That's stupid. Because it's Morris.
It is more like
Is
Morris
it a
the cat.
vanilla or a manila envelope?
Manila.
Right. But who wants to say that when you can say vanilla?
Never.
It is the color of vanilla, kind of.
I feel like Manila should be the new hipster baby name.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a place.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like we just did this.
Better and better.
See, it's practice.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you were saying that you guys love us and you like. Wait, no, we love you guys.
Let's do it really fast.
Okay.
And freak them out. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Love you like you care about you. Tell all your friends I like cotton candy. Bye, wave, and I wave.